Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I ask unanimous consent to resume legislative session.
Without objection.
Mr. President, I'm going to be uncharacteristically brief. Tomorrow I will be bringing two bills before the Senate. They both have to do with the shutdown and congressional pay. The first bill is the No Shutdown Paychecks Act. The second bill is the Withhold Member Pay During Shutdowns Act. The first bill would provide that as long as we're shut down, and I'll explain why in a moment, as long as we're shut down, no member of Congress can be paid. And the money will not be reimbursed at a later date or repaid at a later date. The second bill, to address any 27th Amendment concerns, will say during the shutdown, members of Congress will not receive their pay, but their pay will be escrowed and they will receive it after the government is opened back up. Look, we're in day 36. Like you, Mr. President, I've heard a lot of rumors about we're that close to reaching an agreement. We've been that close for a week. Frankly, I hope I'm wrong in saying this, but I don't think we're really that close. I wish we were, and I hope we are. But I think we're going to be in the shutdown a while longer. That doesn't give me any joy to say that. In the meantime, none of our staffs are being paid. No federal employees are being paid. I got some numbers in this morning that federal work.
That's how long the government has been shut down. 36 days of missed paychecks, unpaid federal workers, borrowed money, families hanging on by a thread. And today, someone finally says what millions of Americans are thinking. The Senate floor is quiet. No shouting, no theatrics. Just a simple request to resume legislative session, and then comes the warning, "I'll be uncharacteristically brief." That's when you know something big is coming. Tomorrow, two bills hit the Senate, both tied to the shutdown, both aimed squarely at congressional pay. Bill number 1, the No Shutdown Paychecks Act. As long as the government is closed, members of Congress do not get paid. Not now, not later. No reimbursement, no second chance. Worried about constitutional objections? There's a second bill. During a shutdown, congressional pay is withheld and placed in escrow, released only after the government reopens. Two paths. Same destination. Accountability. Day 36. Rumors everywhere that a deal is this close. But here's the hard truth. We've been that close for a week, and the Speaker doesn't buy it. Hopeful? Yes. Realistic? Also yes. The shutdown isn't ending tomorrow. While Washington waits, America pays. Congressional staff, not paid. Federal employees, not paid. And the numbers are staggering. Federal workers have borrowed $365 million just to cover rent. Military members, only partially paid. Air traffic controllers, no pay. SNAP recipients, partial assistance. This isn't left versus right. This is people trying to eat. No one wants to see anyone go hungry in America. That's not a talking point. That's a fact, and it shouldn't take a shutdown to remember that. Some critics say this violates the 27th Amendment. The response?
I don't think anybody wants to see anybody go hungry in America, and that's not a partisan statement. I think that's a bipartisan statement. There's precedent for this, Mr. President. Some may say, well, this violates the 27th Amendment. I don't think it does. That's why I'm offering two different flavors of bills. But in 2013, President Obama did the same thing that I'm doing now. They were in a shutdown, and President Obama supported legislation that said, if you don't open up government by this certain date, then you're going to lose your paychecks. And guess what? Members of Congress had an epiphany, and they found religion. They had a Damascene moment, and they opened up government. And that's all this bill will do. I'm not trying to grandstand. I wasn't going to bring this bill. When I got back here Monday, I heard all the rumors like everybody else that we were close. And I hope we are close, but we're not close enough. And so I'll offer these bills tomorrow, and people can vote yay or they can vote nay. But what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Thank you, Mr. President.